Hey guys, I've just completed my first year of uni and moved back to London for the summer. This is my new desk cell. Apart from YouTube, I also post a lot of Instagram content, mainly product photography and unboxing reels. If you don't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, link is in the description. Since I was the winner of a giveaway from Nomad, I might as well do an unboxing reel of what I won. I'll also be doing a giveaway for one of you guys to win a Nomad Base One Max, so stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how to enter. But for today's video, I'll be showing you guys the process of how I take my photos for Instagram at home and techniques and tricks I use to get the photo looking the way I want. All you really need to start product photography is a few small backdrops, some sort of lighting, and a few props or objects from around the house. The backdrops I got from Amazon are double-sided. We have a wooden backdrop board, a white and black backdrop board, a white concrete backdrop board, and a grey concrete paper backdrop. For lighting, I use a Godox SL60W with a softbox and honeycomb grid to direct the light. For those of you wondering, I use a Sony A7 Mark II to record all my videos and take all my photos. For today, I'm going to be photographing the Nomad items I just unboxed in the form of maybe a flat lay or just isolated on the background. So first, I decide what photo I'm going to take based on what comes next to my Instagram grid. Since my grid goes one dark photo, one setup photo, and one light photo, to keep the grid looking the same, I need to take a photo with a white background which perfectly matches the white color of the Nomad Base One Max. In terms of composition, I don't really have a process for that. I take inspiration from other creators and either replicate theirs or do it in a completely different way but with similar colors or shapes. For this one, I had the idea of using blocky shapes and straight lines to match the shape of the box. This creates something interesting to look at since almost everything is uniform and simple. I first lay down the white backdrop onto the desk and turn off any lights that may affect my photo. I won't be using my Godox light for this shot as the natural sunlight with a low ISO is just fine. I then place the backside of my white concrete backdrop to act as some sort of bounce boards to get more sunlight to hit the object. For this part, I just arrange the boxes in some sort of formation with equal distance between each box, slightly shifting things depending on how it looks through the camera. I used a random black box in my drawer to prop up the iPhone case box so it was on the same level as the others. For this shot, I'm using a 50mm prime lens at f2.2 and using manual focus to be able to focus on the writing of the box. The other two white boxes I use at the bottom of the frame is another random box from around the house and some sort of white noise machine box. After taking the pictures, I take a behind the scenes photo for Instagram and then proceed to put everything away and turn on my lights again. This is just a time lapse of how I edit my photos, but if you want to skip this part, I'll put a timestamp in the video. If not, you can slow down the video to see exactly what I do and what parameters I change. And this is the final shot. I'll show you guys a few tricks I use to get certain shots like this without using a macro lens. By simply using macro extension adapters and adding it to my camera, I'm able to shorten the focus distance between the camera and the object while also being able to still use autofocus when needed. For this next shot, I'll be using rocks used for realistic model sets. The reason I use them is because they are perfect for up close shots and capturing detail, but they also don't come in massive quantities, so I don't have to store large amounts of rocks. They are also cheap for the amount you get. Once I've set up the shot, I then turn off all other lights, and again, I'll be using natural sunlight since it's bright outside. However, I would recommend using an external light as weather can change, which can affect your light levels. The object I'll be photographing is another one of my rings. The ring being shiny will stand out against the rough, dirty rocks, giving the impression that it is the perfect ring. But we aren't done just yet. By using a straw and a vape pen, I'm able to blow smoke between the rocks so that it settles on the rocks instead of being blown everywhere, giving for an atmospheric look. And this is the final shot. I highly suggest watching your histogram just to make sure your shadows aren't underexposed and your highlights aren't overexposed. Again, you can skip this part if you don't want to watch the whole editing process. Another trick to getting macro shots is to simply flip the lens around and hold it back up to the sensor. By doing this, you're able to get similar shots to a macro lens or using a macro adapter. I use my 28 to 17mm kit lens for this shot at 70mm. And this is the final shot. Now for the giveaway. In order to enter the giveaway for the Nomad Base One Max worth £150, all you need to do is follow me on both Instagram and YouTube and comment below what company flashed on screen in the video. If you guys like the video, give it a like and comment what you'd like to see next. I hope this video has helped you gain an understanding of how I take my photos and has maybe helped you with a few tips on how to start or improve your product photography.